You know how in school there was that one kid, or maybe a few kids, that didn't even need to revise, yeah, but they banged grades. They got good grades, they got good results, and you're thinking, bruv, I've been putting in this work and I've got less results than them. They're barely even paying attention in class and they're still doing better than me. Or maybe it's in a job. For example, today I'm on my second day of my new sales role and I'm going through these trainings that we've been given. We've been given some, the onboarding trainings and stuff. And it tends to be the case for me. I notice that I tend to take in trainings a bit slower than other people. It was like that in school. In school, I had to study more than other people in order to get better results than them. If I only paid attention in class, it wouldn't have gone well. I had to bang a lot of revision. I was revising all the time, break time, lunchtime, after school, on the way to school, on the way back from school, everything. And it happened again in this situation where, in a similar way, but people are telling me now, I'm chatting to some other people in the company who have just started with me as well. And one of my guys is talking about how he's done. Like he's pretty much done all of the trainings. And I'm like, I've still got probably a good few hours left to actually get through this. Now, I say that to say this, yeah? That student in your class, or that employee at your job, or that other business owner that you're competing with, don't wish that you had the cards that they've been dealt. Instead, focus on learning how to play your cards in the best way. Learning how to use your strengths in order to actually excel. Learning how to make it happen regardless. Because sometimes if you're playing cards here, there's those situations where it's like, how on earth did this guy win with those cards? It's because he was able to look at his cards but see it in a different light and realize that he had to bust some extra moves, he had to do some extra stuff in order to be able to make it happen, but he was still able to make it happen. And listen, as a gentleman, the way I see it personally, we need to be the people who don't care about whether that person, it happened quicker for them, they just get it just like that. Whether it takes us a little bit longer to learn certain things, or not even necessarily longer, but it takes more work from us in certain things. We shouldn't care about that. All we should be focusing on is what's the actual result. Not all we should be focusing on, but you get the point. In this situation, we just need to focus on what's the result. So as I'm going through these trainings now, I'm not thinking, oh man, like I'm so slow, these guys are way ahead of me and this and that, etc. Nah. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna need to do some extra hours. I'm gonna need to do more than what they're doing, but that's totally fine. It's not a problem. It's just a part of the cards that I have at this current point in time. But also at the same time, work on understanding how you can get better. Because one thing I was doing as I was going through these trainings, I was like, hold on. If these three have been able to get through pretty much all of the trainings already and I'm still finishing it up, there must be something, like some kind of reason why I'm taking it in slower. So I start now trying to learn about how I can digest this information faster. And that's one thing that I'm currently working on. Yeah. So it's about seeing what, I guess, quote unquote weaknesses you have, acting in spite of them, going harder if you need to, but then also working on how can I improve within these things. Because then there's going to be other things that you're better at than the other person. And it kind of balances out. But imagine now if you strengthen those weaknesses and you have those other strengths. You're pretty much unstoppable at that point. The message, the moral of the story, is don't wish it were easier. Don't wish that you had a better set of cards given to you. Instead, identify how you can use those cards and still win regardless. Because as a gentleman, whether we win or we don't win, it's not about what cards we have. It's not about if we learn fast or if we learn slower. It's not about that. It's about us. It's about what do we decide to do. Do we decide that we're going to do what it takes in order to actually get that result, in order to actually finish the training, in order to actually crush it in your business, in order to actually get your good grades, whatever it is? Or are we going to decide, man, I've done the same amount of work as they are. Some people have this entitled attitude. It's like, I've done the same amount of work. They've already finished. They're doing less work than me. I'm not going to do more. I'm just going to say tomorrow, I couldn't get it completed because I did the same as everyone else, but it just took longer for me. What kind of bullshit is that? As a gentleman, that's not the kind of frequency that we're on. Yeah, the kind of frequency that we're on is, okay, this has taken me much longer. Might have taken 5 hours longer than it's taken another person. But that's not going to stop me from getting what I need to do done. So digest that, take it in, reflect on what area of your life this can apply to you in and how you can use this lesson. But this is a lesson that will help you in your finances, will help you in your flow, your mental health, making sure that you're not beating yourself up and putting yourself in this victim mentality. It will help you in any area of your life, really, any one of the 6 F's where you're looking to excel in some kind of way and where you might be behind in some regards, in some things. Like you might be a bit slower with certain things. Don't worry about that. It doesn't matter. Like it literally doesn't matter. Get it done regardless. Now, if you want to learn one of the most important things to do as a man, if you want to be able to build a strong community around you, you want to be able to have good connections with the family around you and bring people together, essentially, make sure you watch this video right here. With that being said, you've been tuned in with Learning with Lamar. You know the vibes. I'm about to catch you in the next one. We've been doing daily uploads for the past 5 days or so. I intend to keep it coming. I don't know how long for, but outside of that, my minimum that I'm doing with this channel is going to be every single Sunday upload. So stay tuned.